Welcome to our studios here in Washington, D.C. I'm Mike Walter. Brussels is on the highest alert. At least 30 people dead. More than 200 have been hurt in suicide bomb attacks. 2 explosions at the airport in Brussels, followed by a blast at the Malbec subway station that is in the heart of the city. Air and rail operations were suspended, and the search is on for suspects. CCTV's Kate Parkinson begins our coverage at the airport. Kate?
Absolutely, Mike. It was at the airport just behind me where Belgium's Day of Terror started. 2 explosions ripped through the busy departure hall as people queued to check in for their flights. 1 suspect is still at large. Let's take a look at my report. A massive manhunt is underway as Belgian police hunt for this man. He was caught on an airport closed-circuit security camera this morning, walking beside 2 other suspects. Moments later, 2 bombs exploded. The 3rd failed to detonate. There were scenes of chaos as passengers fled in panic through the dust and debris. Witnesses say it was like a scene from a war.
I just went to the toilet, and then after 5 minutes, I heard an explosion, and all the ceilings is going down. And then I just go under the sink, and then the second explosion went, and then everything is black. And I see, when I go out, I see a lot of people with blood, and I just run out of the airport. Yeah, and all the building there is it's like a chaos there.
An hour later, another explosion, this time ripping through a metro train in the centre of Brussels. The Islamic State militant group has claimed responsibility for the attacks. Europe has been bracing itself for an attack like this for weeks. As the Belgian Prime Minister put it,
we feared a terrorist attack would happen, and this is what happened.
In the coming days, there will be questions. Mainly, how did security officials fail to prevent this attack from happening? These attacks, it's worth remembering, come just days after authorities here in Belgium arrested Salah Abdel Salam. He was the one surviving fugitive from the Paris terror attacks. He reportedly told investigators this weekend that he had been planning fresh attacks, and there are fears here in Belgium and across Europe that he may have accomplices who are still at large and still pose a threat.
Kate, how about an update on the suspect that you were talking about? Still on the run? Where might he be? Who might he be?
Absolutely, he is still at large. Police released a photo earlier, as you saw in my report, and have appealed to the public for help identifying him. There is some speculation that he could be 25-year-old Belgian citizen Najim Lashouri. He was named by Belgian authorities on Monday as a suspect bomb maker in the Paris terror attacks. Now, it's difficult to tell because of the grainy footage and the individual is wearing a hat, but certainly there has been speculation that he could have been the 3rd man at the airport, currently now on the run, currently Europe's most wanted fugitive. Certainly, there have been a lot of raids here in Brussels today, some of them focusing on the area where he reportedly grew up. Police were led to that area by a taxi driver who said he'd taken 3 suspicious men from that area to the airport this morning, and he said he was particularly suspicious because they didn't let him touch their luggage. Now, the taxi driver took police to the house where he'd collected his passengers, and in that house they found explosives, an Islamic State flag and chemical products.